Just when you thought SocialFi was going quiet, the Friend.Tech revamp has once again started making headlines. On May 4th, Friend.Tech finally launched their V2 upgrade after users had been eagerly awaiting the airdrop, which uniquely allocated 100% to the community. The project managed to temporarily recapture the limelight with their fumbled token launch, which traded as high as $169 before collapsing back down to around $2. New features like key drops, Memeclubs, and pinned rooms are expected to radically improve the SocialFi landscape, and within just a few days, over 100,000 clubs have already been created. So, what exactly is improved compared to Friend.Tech V1, and is it too late to rejoin what some still consider a Ponzi? Safe is the largest account abstraction leader with $100 billion plus TVL, and they're launching an activity rewards program. More on them later. Before we dive right into the improvements of V2 along with its pros and cons, let's quickly remind ourselves of how we got here. After the Friend.Tech launch in August 2023, users were buying and selling keys, which were linked to Twitter accounts in a move that linked the social and financial layers of Web3, hence the name SocialFi. Essentially, these keys were an access pass which needed to be purchased and held to gain access to private chat rooms and exclusive content, meaning the social interactions and the profiles themselves were monetized. Perhaps more interestingly, in just a fortnight, the platform had gained 100,000 users and generated around $25 million of fees, surpassing Bitcoin and Uniswap. By October though, things had started to die off. So what's changed, and is V2 really any better? Now before we continue with Friend.Tech V2, a very quick word from today's sponsor. Have you heard about Safe? They're not just pioneers in crypto custody, but they're also leading the way with smart accounts. With Safe, managing your crypto is smarter and safer than ever. They've secured over $100 billion in total value and are available on more than 15 networks. Safe is also revolutionizing the industry with their full compatibility with ERC-4337, making it super easy to integrate wallets into your daily crypto activities. And for crypto enthusiasts, Safe has something special, the Safe Pass Activity Rewards program. Launching soon, it's a fantastic way to engage and earn rewards. So what are you waiting for? Visit safe.global, sign up for the Safe Pass Activity Rewards program, and secure your spot at SafeCon during the Berlin Blockchain Week. Be part of the transition they're setting a new standard in the world of custody. Now back to Friend.Tech V2, and let's dive right into some of the bull cases out there. First off, Friend.Tech is the first project to airdrop 100% of the token allocation to users, and that is helping the V2 ecosystem evolve. There are currently 3 club categories, namely people's interests, native culture coins, and third-party apps, meaning the platform caters to a wide variety of users and their interests. OX Bread Guy also points out that features like the native chat, Telegram with gated access, a transparent ownership structure, and quote-unquote thick liquidity will benefit the platform's growth. The decision to paywall access to clubs over simply monetizing access to individuals or celebrities through the previous key system also seems to be welcomed by the community, at least in a utilitarian sense, given that more value is expected to be shared in a group setting compared to a single influencer. Another user quite rightly points out the similarities between Friend.Tech V2 and Pump.Fun in terms of the bonding curve system, which aims to prevent rug pulls. And what about the cons? Flipping club keys is risky. There are a lot of bots to compete with, meaning you could get burned. The most popular clubs are already quite expensive to get in, so the high cost of entry could price many users out. The major question remains as to whether activity can be sustained to avoid a demise like V1's. And it's also worth remembering that income is taxable, even from airdrops, and that could be another deterrent for new entrants. Now finally, prominent figures in the space have already been exposed for dumping their tokens while simultaneously shilling, so it's important to keep your wits about you if you decide to trade the token. So in brief, what has changed with Friend.Tech V2 is significant, and frankly to be expected in this space given the high level of competition for any amount of attention. SocialFi has had to regain attention from the meme coin and airdrop frenzy over the last few months, and Friend.Tech has had to remind other SocialFi platforms like Farcaster that they too must continue to improve or face consequences like capital outflows. As to the question of whether it's too late to get involved, This user makes a valid point about SocialFi in that it might be inevitable, given at least how much value Web 2 systems extract and the improvements brought about by Web 3 platforms. Second, based on how confident the community and threadors seem, one could argue that the new features will pull many new users into the space and potentially even reactivate those who lost interest. But as ever, a word of caution here. Even the most bullish proponents on crypto Twitter are referring to this as a Ponzi, and that is worth mentioning. The entire system could therefore depend on new users coming in. So please remember, none of this is financial advice. Never risk more capital than you're willing to lose. Always do your own research. And with that, let us know in the comments what, if anything, you'd like to see in Friend.Tech V2 going forward. Subscribe for more unbiased information and stay defiant.